no get hope.
I don't know, now they talk to. I don't talk to myself, I won't give my own level of assurance.
No problem. Make we enter our third story. This one now a case of waiting man do woman. Philomena Namoko. When be Lance Corporal for inside Nigeria Army, she don't come and begin to shout, hey way, hey way, hey way. They say, what's up when they shout, hey way? She said for 2017, she been get sickness. They say na fibroid, then they worry her. They come advise her, say, with this kind of sickness where you get, you know go fit do your work well, oh. She come carry waka, go tell Army, say, she no want do again, oh. Make they allow her go, make she go treat herself well. They be tell her, say, no retreat, no surrender. She said that's one evening she won't go toilet. She tie wrapper for her chest. As she dey go toilet now, that's one senior commander pass. She greet him, but he say he not hear the greeting. She come apologize, say, sir, yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Good evening, sir. The man don't even hear anything, though. Say the man begin to popo her. He beat her, she faints. Wrapper come off her body. She said the next place where she wake up, now for inside her bed, kuta. Say when she wake up there, they tell her, say, madam, if you continue with this sickness where they worry you so, now die, yo. She said she don't beg them since they're not agree. She don't chop torture on top of this thing. She don't chop victimization on top of this thing. She don't chop suffering on top of this thing. And this woman a widow, meaning say, her husband don't die. Waiting man, they do woman like this. Person when we say, he join army to support our security people in the fight against badness. Why he means that this kind of thing this woman can't face? We won't beg our army authority. They say, may they do everything what they do to see. Say, this woman, oh, the injustice when she suffer, the unfair treatment when she suffer, she get justice. And if she not well, and the work where you dey work now, work where we say go require me you dey fit, may they allow her go now. I bet may they investigate this matter. Make it not just be investigation for mouth. Now our third story on top of acid.
And from that third story, we can enter into this first story. And this one they come from the Central Bank of Nigeria. And then from the gist they hear now, the Central Bank document talk say, look for the third time. The talk say they go cut down on daily withdrawal of money. Say they go limit the kind of money where people they withdraw, especially from ATM and them, from banks as well. If one go withdraw money, according to what they talk say, look, say they don't reduce the daily withdrawal of individuals. Say they don't go reduce. They don't go past 20,000 naira. And the court say the court talk say look, and if say the like organization say don't go past like 50,000 naira. People got the one that say why? They say they want ensure say this cashless society, this cashless policy, they won't bring them in. And they can also go for the talk say look, say very soon, no less 200 naira go there in circulation. If you want go your ATM, won't go withdraw money, no less 200 you go they see. So all those era of 1,000, 500, now no go see them again. So no less 200 naira now go plenty for ATM machines. I want to say that they try create policies for these big denominations, 1,000 and 500 naira. The also talk say look, say according to this say for per week. Say go individual no go withdraw past 100,000 naira, and they also say for organizations no go withdraw past 500,000 naira. So far so good now. What is CBN not talk? Make we see how far and how well this matter go. Bam.
Ogbonge political analyst Oga Adeni Ikunu go join us to chook mouth for inside all the story wey we don't drop, but he go also break them down so that we go understand. He get another story where they carry first for Nigeria news, but this story gets soundtrack.
Wow.
The time when he say, I have a confession. Oh we don't know say one case go happen for 2016. When we say by 2022, they go carry him. The Bunch, popular Nigerian music artist and entertainer. They say ICPC being they invite and since, but if they say he not there around, saying get tour abroad. Over one matter we concern empower, they say hundreds of millions of naira him and some government officials then carry. They don't call the name of those government officials. The only name they mention, say they carry this money. The way when we say they're supposed to use the money, they're not use that. The things when they're supposed to carry the money they're not doing. They say as he go there on Tuesday, they can't give them long interrogation. When they finish, he say when they go out, they say no. We cannot trust you. Before they invite you, you not come. If you come on here now, who know where we go see you next? They say no, making day there. So he not collect room and parlor for that particular place with soundtrack. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, wow.
Boom, boom, boom. Nkubi, you know sabi the song.
I know sabi am.
I know go sabi the song. Oliver Twist were popular. Okay, may I even sing the one with this when you know. Hekenedi kenanko mere omekwazo. Confirm, traditional man. You know, we suppose they pour gogoro for your head. No wonder you carry cooler come here and say they represent the whole Imo State.
No, nah, they represent.
But we go break, come back. Person carry cooler when big passer.
Hey,
Hey,
let's go.
now wow. Me and masquerade they do show. God have mercy.
You have to the government some people down here. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
Ogbonge broadcast journalist Uncle Jimmy Disu.
This government has failed, by my own estimation.
Person when we say when it come to news work, he be senior man.
The level of suffering in this country. Vote for the person who will improve your life, because after this 2023, there will be no excuses.
For talking, he be senior man.
They know that the man has difficulty. From health challenge to name it, it is there for you to see. The world has changed. That's why I tell you that people don't think, they don't think deeply. This election will go happen, go be baba. Like, it go be baba.
We deserve a round of applause. Yes. T-Day today. And this, now I say they are.
Acid Hot Friday special with Jimmy Disu live every Friday 7 p.m. on top wazobiamax TV.
Getting better school grades just got easier. Watch the lessons on Wazobia TV every Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. You can also download the U-Lesson app on your Google Play Store or Apple App Store.
Welcome home, Mom.
Meet Innocent Amanda
Nice to meet you. Amanda Solis.
and the Santa Cruz brothers.
She's too young. She must have zero experience.
Well, I mean, I'm glad she's young. She'll have more initiative, more energy. Plus, forgive me for saying so, but she's pretty easy on the eyes, huh?
Who's that girl?
The nurse they brought over from the capital. The poor thing. She doesn't know what she's gotten herself into.
Hey, Amanda, come and have a drink with us, okay?
No.
Just try it. You're gonna love it. Relax, woman. We're not gonna bite you.
She's got one thing on her mind: revenge.
I'm going to destroy their lives, one by one. So that when they hit rock bottom, they'll feel only pain and humiliation. And then they'll know how they made me feel.
Will her heart get in the way?
My greatest fear has always been that we'd have to face the consequences of what happened that night.
Amanda, showing Mondays to Fridays, 11 a.m. on wazobiamax TV.
Talk about that. You have to take the government some people down here. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. Welcome back. The program still remains as it is hot, and as it be right now. Before we go that break, we'll launch now for let me just say interesting stories, and make we go through these stories, and of course bringing our Bonga guests to also look into them and also dissect them in your own way. And the first story, one of the stories we'll give now get to do with them. UN and federal government will don't choose 13 states where they go invest into, and when it comes to agricultural matter, we can also tell them that we get to do with them. One particular female soldier with them torture, and this woman talks say she get fibroid, and they can't torture her. The matter now it don't they cause serious problem. I can also tell them that we get to do with they also get to do with ICPC, and we also get case right now where we say one popular artist where we say don't they get case with them. But as it be right now, we don't know the state of that situation right now. But now the gist we also captured with that. These stories and many more, and now we go do it. And now we go open up for our guests to also come in and then also join and contribute in one quarter.
But we could just go straight introduce our Ogbonge visitor, Oga Adeni Ikunu, senior public affairs analyst, where sabi well as it concern how things they happen inside Obodo Nigeria and for the full Obodo the world. Oga Adeni Ikunu, welcome to Acid Hot.
Thank you very much, Shukudi. I appreciate you for the correct work one do. And I thank on I see on a fine time to call me inside on our studio, make a come discuss this matter this evening.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. No, waste time. We could just go straight into the discussion. Make we start first with this matter. What happened for inside Aja today? The police don't come out. Tell people say make them calm down. Say that they on top of the situation. Say the police officer when be discharging weapon, they don't carry them, and they don't also make contact with the family. But plenty people don't come out. They talk say, which day we go ever reach for this country where we go stop to hear this thing of accidental discharge or say person carry weapon, you don't carry away a conquer person. You think say we go ever reach the point where we say this badness no go be part of our society again, and then people will get confidence in police and they go about their business. They're not going to run from police when suppose they protect them.
In the first place, Chukudi, I want to make Nigerian police show me the documents where they do mental evaluation for people where they do put. You know, at times when they talk this thing, they be like say whether what would they talk don't make sense. I go like make the federal government no vessel, especially with no vessel, especially Usman. You see what the police they do with that? They don't want me to talk, but I go talk this talk. Especially Usman Akali Baba. Make them tell me the time where it be say then don't do mental evaluation for any police where they employ. Number two, anytime where they want to do recruitment, you know the thing what they do?
What did they do?
They go advertise say people where it be say no get work, go want join police. Police don't be where people no get work. Now where people ready to serve their country, where people still say they feel add to the security of lives and property. That's number two. Number three, some people when no get business with police, 90-day police. I don't sit down for somewhere where we say police with uniform go they smoke cigar, they go they drink erujeje, they drink wafe kulale, they go they drink all kinds of alcoholic beverages. Those kind of people not supposed to join police one couple. In our Wazobia we did this time. I'm going to talk this thing. None of these kind of people supposed to join police. Number four, our police go they pay person when they carry gun 100,000 naira a month, 80,000 naira a month, 60,000. Whereas you go carry the policeman where they collect 100,000, making the guide President Buhari where they collect 1.2 million. You go they carry police where they never send go training for 6 years, making they carry President Buhari picking them. They go London for protection. In promotion allowance for 5 years, they no pay. So at times we too they joke too much. One year beginning. We too they joke too much for this. Now waiting they make me they say we never really serious to deal with the problem where they affect us for this country. The day when we serious to deal with this matter, it go ahead. So for now, we go still see many accidental discharge. Number one, for the police story where we see on I talk about Chukudi. How woman for Nigeria may go say she get fibroid. Instead of the oga to carry and pack go hospital and make them do fibroid operation, they carry go put for guard room. And you think say that army man sent. You think say no be mental problem. Person tell you say he get fibroid. You still say the person they plead. Instead of it to save the life of the woman, you think say na guard room that they take do fibroid operation. You carry and no for guard room. You think say that person oga, you know ma? They can't talk to oga for 81 division say oga. Same matter wey happen, they call him oga for the 1 division talk say the woman wey dem don nearly kill never complete administrative process. I mean, which kind one be this? It get matter wey be say that they call matter wey be say they go expedite action on very quickly to save the life of somebody. So Nigeria Police, Nigeria Army, Nigeria Navy, Nigeria Air Force, Civil Defense Corps, all these people so. We need to reinvent how we take recruit people, and also to ensure say psychological evaluation. Immediately we won't call them for police like this. We go say okay, we go check family history. For our grandpapa's side that they mad, for our grandmama's side that they crazy, for our family people don't keep person before. For the street where they, in fact, make them show me the house address of all the people who did Nigeria police. Some people join police with their uncle address, with their auntie address, with their family member address, because then they stay for one place where they don't get address, one shanty town, and because they need address, what is every address where human beings they stay, they go write the address down. So when tomorrow they can't go check for that place where they said they put their dead, they say now one old man went on reach 86 years. And the man go say, person when live for this house don't pack come out 3 years ago. So when we they talk about all these things where they happen, make I no lie for you, the problem be say police said, many police officers said, they no normal again. Okay, the police will they even employ now from where? Not before inside Nigeria, I mean from spiritual realm.
Now from Nigeria
now. Nigeria. So when you they employ person from Nigeria and the person hungry, you know pay the person's salary. You know the truth. Make I tell you one thing today. Maybe go check. Anybody who work for Canadian police for 10 years, you don't need to do any work again till you go die. Anybody who work for Canadian police, 10 years only. Me, where I don't do broadcast industry for over 20 years, I never get 3 mansions. I don't need 3 mansions, but I just say that if people they put premium on the in the first place, tell me why politicians go collect more money past police. Tell me why politicians go collect more money past police. The same politician go holiday in a whole year like 3 times. Police don't get holiday. 24 hours we go to the main road. When me and you open my they sleep, police go inside code. You see, say those police no be human being. When police say they won't kill and perform, police go Japan now. Now under push go escape. So we need to see police people as those who we suppose give a lot of attention to, so that they go feel use clear eye do the work. Tell me why police go take do work.
Okay,
yes, sir.
I mean, you don't, from the way you don't talk, you don't actually address and eat deep into this particular matter. Make we sharply enter into the next matter. And this one also be very, very important. It concerns you, it concerns me, it concerns all Nigerians. And it gets to do with this particular partnership where United Nations and the federal government, joint body, federal government to come hand together, can't do. And we get to do with at least ensuring, say, where they choose 13 states where they're going to invest agricultural matter into. Okay, looking at the states of agriculture in Nigeria right now, and the fact say the majority of the cities and states where our food they come from are attacked by insecurities, bandits, and different kind of things. Looking at this particular action and move to say they want to invest into 13 states, Shady said this thing go skyrocket or give back to another phase of agriculture where we say we go feel help resuscitate those lapses where we don't miss over time due to insecurities and bandits.
Well, make I no lie for you, Unkubi. It gets, as far as I be person where they like people they think of a lot of things. We no go lie, say temperatures they increase more for some parts of the world. They say they get too much rainfall for some parts of the world. And you see, those 13 states where they choose 4 particular produce rather than they want to do soya milk,
rice.
They want to do rice and dairy. That is for milk, cheese, and some protein. Now, make me and you no argue. We know, say, for this country, now the North, they more into livestock. And the North also, comparatively, they farm more than the South. Unexpectedly, because the North get more land in terms of size. For instance, Southeast, now the smallest part of this country, and Southeast get problem with cyanide, especially when they grow cassava. And also, they get problem with erosion. So erosion collecting, cyanide collecting, so that's one a problem. So many of the states where they choose across the country will be 13. Now states where we say over a period of time, they don't get the capacity to manage the perennial problems of the crops where they choose, and also don't evolve the systems of irrigation will go make them feel cope despite certain natural hazards or certain increments of the weather, what it cause over flooding, or maybe if it causes too much drought. At the moment now, Nigeria get about 34 million hectares of land, according to records. May I know say it did more. So that's about 37.33% of the entire country. Now in the area where they feel plant. But you see, some of this finding is the last finding where I see now for 2018. Some of these findings then where they no they sufficient enough. More or less like if somebody come tell me say the population of Lagos as we speak, the population of Lagos will be like 10 million or 15 million. Whereas now since 2006 they do the last census. Nigeria, ditto many other countries for Africa, is about 60% arable. So all this oil that is 37.3%, they need to come and explain that to me, make I understand. So the United Nations again talk about certain levels of substitution. There's a way we say that they call the reason why we say they won't do this agriculture. But you know, what's the important we say, anytime where United Nations will drive certain projects, the powers that be, me, I respect the United Nations, okay? But one of the things with me I know like now the hypocrisy of the United Nations. Okay, if we do small movement to Ukraine, you find out say, we know say, for instance, you get what the US they do, where they're not supposed to other countries where they don't invade before, where they don't sponsor certain things. But the United Nations will keep quiet. When Russia commit the same iniquity, I mean China commit the same iniquity when it concerns places like Tibet and places like maybe Singapore or Taiwan or something like that, problem will come, they're going to blame the leader. So UN, they get good initiative, but I'm not going to like make it be saying that the United Nations, they always lead how we go solve our problem. Nigerians know when they work for the best of universities for the world, they provide solution. Akiumi will be former agricultural minister for Nigeria. Now in the head, Africa Development Bank.
Yes.
Now first class of agriculture extension, what we say, in they provide solutions for those. When he be minister of agriculture here for this country, they might provide solution. So why he be say we go get shovel for us, they go here use hand, they pack the thing for outside. So people like that, now government supposed serious bring, may them take their initiative, contact airports. Not be United Nations going to say that they choose 13 countries, not be that they're going to say that they choose this and that. And again, make I talk about agricultural budget for this country, like say, we dey play too much. We must increase budget of agriculture for this country because it's very, very important. At times when we talk this thing, you dey feed over 200 million people. You go to budget some kind of ridiculous amount for agriculture. Where we say at times you no go even pass whether 150 billion or be something. And when they talk agriculture, you want feed people. If you don't feed people, how they go take work for your country, make things happen for your country. So for me, the initiative they good if government feel ensure say okay, then follow the thing as they're supposed to follow the thing. But my worry be say next year again, we go the United Nations will wait for to come for them to the true state. And don't forget, he or she who pays the piper dictates the tune. Anybody will dictate, anybody will bring money.
Now you go tell them what to do.
Yes, then make I tell you another dangerous part. Listen very carefully. There is something that's been happening on the African continent now that I want to call the attention of the world. The use of synthetic seeds for agriculture is something very dangerous. These days, you go see cucumber be like two of my hand. You know, go fit keep cucumber for dining table for 2 days. Cucumber go on the common maggot. All those kinds, we are not just farming to eat. We are farming to remain healthy. We are farming to stay alive. And that is why I go also want to make Nigeria government carefully look the seed whether they because now you ain't go provide this seed. Now make I tell you one of the disadvantages. Anybody will tell you say genetically modified seed or genetically modified crop, they enhance the natural cycle of the soil. That person, he don't know anything. He just follow your thing where they do. Anytime when you use synthetic seed, the biodiversity or the metamorphosis of the soil, they automatically affected. That soil no go fit accommodate ants, butterflies no go fit ensure say they do pollination again. All the necessary movement of the pollen grain from the antler and the signal of the plant, everything going because the chemical where they did is the synthetic seed, it they destroy the natural formation of the soil. So that soil, they go damage the natural processes. And I wait, I don't want to make it happen. Because when you hear UN, you go remember Bill Gates. You go remember the Monsantos of this world. Those will be saying, they don't carry them go court for many places. But I can tell you one of the things we happen. It was found out in California that some of the chemicals that they use, where Monsanto and all of them they use, they change the sex. Because when they do the chemical processes, they go eject the water from the industry, eject them through waterway. Frog, when they inside that water, they change their sex from male to female, and they begin produce egg.
Wow.
See, what this one are global television. So anything where they talk here, I don't call the joke. You don't know me for many years. If I come anywhere, I come with my facts. So that Una and me, nobody go feel question am. And many of us come to find out, say some of those genetically modified crops over a period of 20 years, because after I do my findings, those frogs no change sex from male to female immediately. It takes some time for them to begin turn female. And once they turn female, then they produce egg. Even with, so I dey think again, say these crops where they want begin give, but maybe I never ascertain the kind of seed where you and one give to support these farmers. Are you sure that if we eat this kind of genetically modified crop over a period of 10 years, many men not going to begin behave like women? Because me, we know say frog na amphibian, but frog also na vertebrate. It get both inside body. If the thing they use rat, they take do some of the findings and researches before they give human being medicine. That means anything will be vertebrates get tendency to metamorphose different. So my own be say, make government not just say, hey, you and the help us. Because at the end of every help is a purpose. Let me tell you, there is no country in the West where be say go come say that they help you. United Nations is controlled essentially by 3 nations mainly, or 4. The US, the UK, France, China, Russia. Those are the 5 powers. Leave Germany. Germany know the US because of the Second World War. So we need to carefully look the help we receive, so that in the next 20 years, men no go begin behave like women. All the men go to behave like men.
All these points where you don't raise, now points where go make the plenty Nigerians' eyes they open. It's good say we they put this thing for on top of us in the hot, so that people go they understand. You don't chook mouth for all this important Tony, but we go discuss the matter we concern the policy by Central Bank of Nigeria quickly, so that you go explain them. But before you explain that one, maybe we talk about this news where we say he been come out today. Plenty people go talk say, hey, this kind of thing happen. A popular Nigerian musician and entertainer, Diversion, ICPC been talk say that they invite him, he know they come. As since he say they don't they closing on him, he can't go their office. From there they don't hold him. But people they come out and complain say for the news they say him and some government officials. But now only name they mention, they don't mention these government officials. People go to talk say, share this case not be case of say they won't cover some people. Because if you check empower, now one government policy when they be look say they go take up empower young people inside Obodo, Nigeria. They're supposed to be they collect 30,000 for a period of 1 year, plus the small handwork where we say that they learn so that they go use them. I won't ask you this fear when the people might say they call the bench. They don't call other government officials where they no name. What do you think say be this matter? We go just take this one for 60 seconds before we enter break, come back, go enter that central bank matter.
Make I tell you what's happening. The Accountant General of the Federation will collect 109 billion naira in collusion with some government officials. They never call the government officials. All the banks will help person to steal 109 billion. The same bank where we say Emefiele no see when bank they help people they carry 109 billion. Where we say that they exceed limitation. Emefiele not get there. The same Emefiele they do money. What we say one we go talk about, but me I not like for you. Any money will come out for anywhere. It is not possible because now people sign them. It is not possible because Emefiele they read executive summary of those reports every week. It is not also possible for any money to leave. For some people where we say we know, so go there immediately involved. So all this one where we say at times they come to tell us say the bank don't go figure out during that COVID. My friend and some other people where I know, then send them SMS say they go do sharing formula, maybe they come collect money was supposed to go around the country. Then ultimately before I go to a break. The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, that woman now never give us name or people when she go give money for the house. When COVID day, they said that they share money for people. Where the address? Sarah, Social Economic Rights Accountability Project, don't ask say, make them supply the address of those people. For how many months now? They never still get address of people that they give money. So if minister no fit tell you the address of those who collect money when lockdown day, so now the branch can be scapegoat. May God no let us chop with one our neck.
Amen. Oga Adeni Ikudu, thank you very much for the way you take answer this one. Our people went there for house. The big one, they land. The way consign this new Central Bank of Nigeria policy. But we will go break, come back. We will just rush that one. We will use like 7 minutes. Give Oga Kunu time, make him break her down. Then we'll begin to take calls because we know say we now go one chukman for this particular matter. No go anywhere when they come back. Now still answer the
Just like say the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
What happened to Mama?
She broke the charm again.
Jesus Christ.
She said it.
And the one where politicians come, they do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on and enter inside, so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter, give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. on wazobiamax Abuja on UHF 25.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter day to settle.
Waiting government they talk, and the one where politicians come they do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on and enter inside, so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter, give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. on wazobiamax Abuja on UHF 25.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter day to settle.
Waiting government they talk, and the one where politicians come they do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on and enter inside, so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter, give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. on wazobiamax Abuja on UHF 25.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter day to settle.
Waiting government they talk, and the one where politicians come they do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on and enter inside, so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter, give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. on wazobiamax Abuja on UHF 25.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter day to settle.
Waiting government they talk, and the one where politicians come they do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on and enter inside, so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter, give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. on wazobiamax Abuja on UHF 25.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter day to settle.
Waiting government they talk, and the one
names of the government officials. We're also telling about the United Nations and federal government who don't partner to invest into agriculture for 13 states. And of course, make we see waiting this agricultural plans go eventually result to. We don't also get the reactions of our guests. On top of that particular aspect as well, we're also telling about CBN who don't cut down on daily withdrawal of money from the normal amount where we normally withdraw. The talk say there's a particular amount we go withdraw from ATM, and there's also a particular amount we go withdraw from banks. I'll also tell them about the female soldier will be say then torture. Even when she complains, say she get fibroid and say she won't move on, they torture her and torture her. All these are many more of the stories we will get for that. We will open our phone lines them very soon, and also still give our guests that room to complete the whole matter what we don't present before now.
Ogadeni Ikunu, when you first hear this information as it take concern this new Central Bank of Nigeria PLC policy, I go like hear what your reaction be before we begin going. They take these things one after the other. They look whether the thing now something where we say then think and well and it go benefit Nigerians in the long run. What will be your initial reaction?
Emefiele itself they make me laugh. People they live for country on less than $1 a day. People lose job. Country get about 30-something% of people when to get work. The number of money we dey in circulation self never reach to solve problem of the country. Instead of Emefiele to talk to Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari, say, Mr. Buhari, abeg go, make you try carry what's in the exclusive list. Put am from concurrent list, make problem of people reduce. Emefiele, they run after money. The money will never reach, they talk of e-naira. I don't even know how when they reason your own policy. And Emefiele don't show us, say, in be person we not like this country. Why I talk so? Under this Emefiele, now we see, say, then go collect money for your hand. In the first place, if they pay me salary, for instance, they don't first of all collect income tax and other tax from the money where I collect. Then maybe I won't consent X amount to my grandmama, say, make she take do allowance. When I send 1,000 to my grandmama, make she take allowance, Emefiele go collect another 15 naira from the money. My grandmama go collect 950. Emefiele don't first come more money from me, we send the money. He go still go collect money from my grandmama money. This same Emefiele and I bring that policy. Double-end collection of money. After the same Emefiele tell us, say, they won't change naira. He took them, he go take this, that is this Emefiele what they see for nothing. Say he go take over 3 billion to destroy old naira. Maybe they say person will get sent. 3 billion, now they'll take destroy old naira. I don't know the kind school where this man go, because even me when no study economics, their brother will study economics. I don't ask questions. I say, which school this man go where we say, advice Barry say, make we destroy old naira with 3 billion. Also rock way in there, so now generator that they take power in office for Abuja, that central bank headquarters. Enough your advice Barry say, make them do independent power project, then no go use up to 1 billion. He carry 3 billion, won't go destroy old money. Then tell us, say, the policy now, blah, 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 blah. The same policy where they talk, say na December 15, Pia, they don't get money. We see money again. We see say Nigeria, now they turn money. They say they won't change money, then turn money to Nigeria.
But Ogadeni Ikunu, people they talk say, you know, say the first talk now say, people when they carry cash go keep for house. This matter will concern how kidnappers go carry people. They call their family, they ask them to bring money. They say this thing now to check the work where these bad people they do, and also to ensure say we.
Now lie. How many the volume of the money where they in circulation from Nigerians so it be say there are people where we say they even they very responsible. That money where they in circulation is minimal to the money where they go hide somewhere. Because if you consider economic activities every day, where we say now billions of naira. Tell me, for instance, to put. Because this policy, I don't put and look the whole policy, I just laugh at Emefiele. Number one, they say over the counter withdrawal per week, they don't reduce it to 100,000 naira and 500,000 naira.
For corporate entities.
100,000 naira, for instance, for individual every week, 500,000 naira for organizations every week. Some organizations, when they want to go buy fuel, only fuel at BDs, they spend close to 2 million naira. Make it happen, say they buy this to finish. They won't pay with card, you know, go. They won't transfer, it go. They know they think and say if they not fit pay for this, some major economic activities go they shut down.
But Oga Adedi Ikudu, if they fit transfer, Oga Adedi Ikudu no vex so. If they fit transfer.
Oga abeg, Chukudi, it be like say you and Emefiele when I come from the same village.
No, I just dey think am. I dey think am because
no be every listen today, only today. Somebody don't send money to somebody since day before yesterday. The money no go. So if not the money where they go take save person, like maybe person enter hospital emergency, you dey tell me now say the person go die before they see a lot. Because I guess some services where you want render. If they don't see a lot, you self send the money you can sit down for there. Especially in a service where they don't render. They tell us say third party check above 50,000 naira. They no go pay them over the counter. That means if they give person check, we no be on checkbook. That means say if you want to withdraw the money, where they above 50,000. So that means the money go less than 50,000. They say the existing 10 million naira of for clearing checks still exist. They say cash withdrawal for automated teller machine. You no go exceed 20,000 daily. Weekly limit.
Oga Kunu, make I still come into this matter. Make I come into this matter. But before they make we also tell our viewers, say our phone lines all day open and now also feel calling contribute. Sharply, we dey talk about this same issue of cashless society. We don't talk over time. Say make we enter into cashless society so that we go feel reduce a lot of costs. We go feel reduce a lot of things. If we dey see cashless society as a progress, where they add up value to a nation, she don't also think say this particular thing are like value to the country to at least to reduce how money they spread around anyhow.
But Oga Adedi Ikudu no vex. Before you answer that question, we get Bosse on top of our telephone line. Bosse from Abuja, welcome to Aside Hot.
Good evening, how's material? How you doing?
We dey fine, Bosse. 30 seconds, so yeah, contribute.
Yeah, Joe, what I want contribute now, this CBN law where they say they bring so. I hope say, don't be say it go work for some people, it no go work for some people. Because Nigeria, where they bring all law out now, then only 100,000 they will collect a day. Some people go collect more than that. Why some people ain't no fit fight, waiting they're supposed to fight now. Now they'll come go arrest, they say, why you collect more than that? When people are supposed to fight, they no go fight them. Secondly, I want to talk for this food and agriculture where they talk, say UN won't come now. The UN, before UN exists, we don't do food matter, agriculture since before UN come carry their wahala, come join for us. So, even for this our Abuja where we dey so, even some cock there now, they don't turn them to woman. They lay egg. Because of all this agricultural whatever where they say they won't bring come. I beg make we do our day, make them take their day. We don't want all those kinds of things. You want people if they won't help you, if they not say they will collect something from me.
All right, boss. Thank you very much for your contribution. Oladapo on top of our telephone line. Oladapo from Lagos. We dey hear you.
Good evening.
Good evening. 30 seconds.
I like this man, the ICPC break and up. That Emefiele is not the part of Nigeria at all. Because what we are facing. Hello, are you hearing me?
Yeah, continue. They don't talk, they go.
We are facing about bank. Somebody send me bank 10,000 naira before they know they withdraw my money. And I want to use that money to another thing. The money did not complete. So all those things, it's like the man did not go through what we are going through. Now, somebody that you want to withdraw money, as in you want to buy something, say you cannot collect money more than 50,000, the 100,000. This man, maybe it's mad, I don't know. So you want to use something now to buy something, you cannot collect your money. He say until 100,000, there is they break it up. The man is not.
Thank you very much. But in as much as we go allow you talk, you get some kind of languages who no go also feel accept for this particular platform. I beg. Just withdraw that particular thing. Next time we go follow talk. Madam Miriam, our first, our female caller and the first lady of them, as the heart, we greet you.
Good evening, Uncle. Good evening, husband material.
We greet you, Miriam.
Oga Analim, good evening.
In the hear you. Continue.
See, most of these villages, let me talk from my own experience as a businesswoman, actually. Most of these villages don't have banks. Let me use the case study of Nasarawa State. If you go to Asakio, that place, they produce egusi. If you go to Azara, there are many villages, Adogi. Inside those villages, there are no banks. And they don't collect transfer in those villages because most of them don't have network. And most of those people who own those farm produce, they don't know about this banking system. All they collect is cash. Then let me bring it to the other way. What if somebody is in the hospitals? Are you aware that General Hospital does not collect transfer or ATM money? Did you know that General Hospitals in even Lagos and other places collect only cash? If you have a case of CS, let's say the woman gave birth, CS, and they want you to bring 300,000 naira that night, where will you get it from? Where you are limited to 100,000. What if you have made transfer of 80,000 naira during the day and the incident happened in the night? You can only withdraw 20,000. Who will you go and meet? They are just encouraging, what do they call it? People to start keeping money in the house. And robbery incident will increase. Because since this banking system started, that is when robbery reduced. But with this policy now, it will increase robbery incidents because a lot of people will start keeping money in their house. They will not go to the bank again. Thank you.
All right, Miriam, thank you very much. Oga Adeni Ikunu, we will just give you opportunity to complete Ukubi discussion. Come answer some of the questions where we say everybody ask. Continue.
I just want to say that I want to say, Mr. Emefiele never tell us the person where he say they encourage him for this thing. Don't forget, now Switzerland even did before we go find way to us bring him back. Now Sanusi Lamido Sanusi. So Emefiele no understand what it happen for this country. Make I tell you one thing. She be that lady we just calling her in Lagos. Me, I serve for Nasarawa. He get some places for Nasarawa where he say you no go see even network to use POS. Where be say the value amount and where they accept you go they fund it. So okay, all the people where they born. So take the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, no people do cash transfer. Okay, this one where Emefiele they do. How many Nigerians get account? Over 40 million Nigerians only now get back accounts. So why he won't put other 100 and something million? If we say our population now 211 million, according to the latest report by National Bureau of Statistics, 40 million plus now get account. So what's it go happen to the over 100 and something million and the over 70 million when don't get account?
Oga Adeni Ikunu, it be like say they get some kind plans to address all this one because. Okay, Oga Adeni Ikunu, no vex, eh? You get another question when boss ask. Okay, sorry, sir.
Make Emefiele tell me where he serve for Nigeria so that I can go tell her. Some people could go do service for their power office. Emefiele go inside village. We don't work at different village for here. When I go Cameroon the last time, some places there you no go even see any connection. First they talk of saying 1 to 20,000. I bet make we not try to follow you people. We need to move at our pace.
All right.
If ordinary internet we never get. If US unplug us, we no go do this Zoom call. They talk of
all right, Oga Adeni Ikunu, no verse. Make we discuss one question when boss have been asked. Boss have been talk say she dey hope say this thing go dey affect some people, but it no go dey affect some people. From hey, I never even asked the question.
Yes. I never asked the question. Now it make me they tell you before, say, tell me how person take carry 109 billion. Even as Accountant General of the Federation, you not supposed to carry that kind of money. All the accounts when they use carry the money, not be bank people process them. I've been me and you, at the bank executive, Emefiele no read the executive summary. Emefiele when be said na be the minister of the Oga for Central Bank. He not supposed to read the executive summary. They go come outside, they do policy where we say they against their political opponent. They're not the think of the economy. Nigeria economy, no, okay, see what in like. For instance, now, Emirates, no, they enter Nigeria. If you want to go abroad now, many of those airlines, even Qatar Airlines, the last time, I nearly go work up. When they tell me the dollars we are paying, now I carry my kayak, come back, consider for this office where they see me. Because you know, if we spend naira there, they don't mess up the naira. And under this, they may feel all this to happen.
All right, Oga Adeni Ikunu, and this matter we say, we'll continue, we will discuss more, but we appreciate, say, you make out time to come open our eyes to this particular matter. We pray, say, God will continue to give you more wisdom. And we appreciate as we call you, you answer us. Thank you very much, Oga Adeni Ikunu. Our people waiting for us, they talk, say, Nigeria and our country no go spoil. Make we join our hand together to move this our country. Go the permanent.
If I tell you say this matter no tire me, Wait.
Wetin dey happen now?
No. I want to make sure say I safeguard this because if we dey talk about the economy, now start the security. I want secure now. Continue, Jeremy. I'm protecting.
Wetin dey go on?
I'm protecting what is my own. I'm protecting for
on national television. Nigerians, what is going on with it? What's going on here?
Let's go.
Nigerians, so that they see.
We go come back on Friday to go meet again on Friday. From my humble self, protecting the cooler of Imo State. Una bye.
Says the cooler be like small picking foam.
Hey, I won't take that from you.
No, the thing be like 6 months.
I won't take that from
you. Politicians come dey do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on enter inside so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. on Wazobia Max Abuja on UHF 25.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter day to settle.
Waiting government they talk, and the one where politicians come they do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on enter inside so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. on Wazobia Max Abuja on UHF 25.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter day to settle.
Waiting government they talk, and the one where politicians come they do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on enter inside so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. on Wazobia Max Abuja on UHF 25.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter day to settle.
Waiting government they talk, and the one where politicians come they do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on enter inside so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. on Wazobia Max Abuja on UHF 25.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter day to settle.
Waiting government they talk, and the one where politicians come they do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on enter inside so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter give us.
You sef, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Mondays to
Continue. I sit on my lap, baby.